Hello and welcome to another Workout Wednesday. Today we're doing back day with Jeremy. First we start with a warm-up. We start with a really high incline walk, and that's to get the lower back and the posterior leg muscles warmed up for all of the bent over movements that we're going to incorporate. We then move on to some stretching the back, the chest, the legs, the shoulders, a little bit of everything just to get everything a little more mobile before we start actually performing exercises with weight. And here Jeremy's going to take you through a couple more stretchy movements that'll help get you really warmed up and mobile for your back day. We're also going to incorporate some band work for shoulder mobility, and that's because the shoulder is the least stable joint in the body, but it's held together by cartilage that's not as flexible as muscle, so we really want to make sure we're fully warmed up. Our first exercise is assisted pull-up with a wide grip. You can see Jeremy's body is moving vertically without his abs crunching in or his legs swinging. His hands are firmly placed on that pull-up bar, and his head is in a neutral position the entire time. Our second exercise is chest-supported dumbbell rows. You can see here that Jeremy's chest is planted firmly in the pad. His arms are moving vertically and his elbows shoot back and also stay very close to the body to keep that lat focus with his head in a neutral position. Our third exercise is landmine rows. You can see here that you're going to have a slight hip hinge with a slight bend in the knees as well. Your back should be flat and not rounded with your core tight and compressed, and your elbows are going to shoot backward and keep them tight to the body with your head in a neutral position. Our fourth exercise is single arm landmine rows. You can see here that the mechanics are very similar to regular landmine rows, except for the feet are planted on the floor more closely together so that you can pull the bar up next to you. Our fifth exercise is cable rope pullovers. You can see here that your back should be planted firmly against the bench with very little arch. Your feet should be firmly against the floor. Your head should be in a neutral position, and your arms stay straight as you pull down. Our sixth exercise is weighted low back extension. The weight should be held firmly in hand and tight to the chest. Your feet should be tightly and firmly in the machine, and you're going to want to move slowly through this exercise as Jeremy is. Our seventh and last exercise is Lat-Focused cable rear flies. You can see here that the cables start cross at about face level, and you pull out to the side and down at about hip level for these. The cables have no handle attachment during these.